3, 2, 1, baby range. So here we go with a Legend of Legaia, any percent. New Game Plus attempt. I'm still Rhea. At least that's what I tell myself every morning and every evening. Apparently the government seems to have a hard time believing me. I tried to get my name changed in my license and, my goodness, it's a hassle. Hi. Thank you. But wait, aren't you the cutie? What do you think? Ooh, congratulations. At least on making it through the nap. I'm sorry about the whole troll painter being the final boss he is. Tutorial fight! Hey, I mean, if you're getting through it, that's a win. Ah. I'm gonna put on some worse splits because I need to feel better about myself, and also because I know I'm no resetting. I had a little bit too much to eat for lunch today. I might be slightly food comed. Had Mexican. Had some chips and salsa. I had some spicy Mexican rice. Probably a few too many chips and salsa, mind you. Then I had a little slice of cake afterwards. Definitely feeling a little on the tired side. Why I have my eyes closed at the moment. This song right here, this is the song that, Des, you're the only one who would know this conversation, because we were talking about, you know, content ID claims. This song right here is the one that gets hit with the content ID. I don't even know, it's whatever it is, it's not in. It's some sample that gets picked up. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I usually don't get it. Just because, you know, affiliates get priority. I mean, my bitrate is usually pretty low, so... I'm sorry that you're getting the mad buffering. I can't tell if I'm getting it or not, because I'd have to open up my own stream, and if I did that, then that'd mean I'd have to open up my own stream, and my internet is sometimes unstable, and I don't want to risk doing that. Oh, yeah, her internet is sometimes problematic. Alright, here we go, gotta run from the fight. Hopefully we run within a couple of tries. One try, not the insta-run unfortunately, but decent. Go get meta. Run over here. Well, we're gonna steal the Elder's glaucoma medicine. I mean, it said it was a magic leaf, so I'm assuming that's what I'm assuming that's what they meant. And then we're gonna talk to the mayor right after we robbed him in cold blood. And then we're gonna pull and buy our powers combined and summon Captain Planet. I mean, revive the Genesis tree and drive away the mist, and that's about the only time we're going to be doing that for, like... Okay, that's not true. We actually revive 2 more Genesis trees. A little bit of an input break here. And, almost ready to take off from my realm. Just another minute and a half or thereabouts. And now we are going to go back here, going to grab point card, gonna charge it up to 85 points. Oops. Actually, I lied, we're only going to 80 points. Got in a couple days since last played this, and by a couple days I mean like a week. Now we're gonna walk. Our incense will last long enough to get us to the water gate. And we are gonna set up to do our first incense skip of the run, of which there are quite a few. I could probably figure out the exact number, but I'd have to sit down and think about it for a bit. Incense skips work by getting the incense has lost its effectiveness text box to happen on the same frame or the same pixel that you would hit a loading zone. Hi Elise, I'm here, I exist. Gotta finish wearing off this, so in order to get incense, because it is pixel perfect, I do some choreographed movement that I've set up in advance. Well, alright, so we're gonna hold up, right, do this, we're gonna walk until our feet are just getting off the screen, straight down, 2 more steps. We're gonna run up for about 3 seconds, then we are going to run up plus left, and that will cause us to hit the loading zone that takes us to the other side of the water gate, because there's one over there. I don't know why, but it's there. Yep, it's one of the many. Yeah, there's definitely, you can grind a lot in this game if you are so interested. So we're gonna do those exploits a lot more, so don't worry. You will get plenty of opportunity to see all of the various exploits that we can do. I'm gonna save again. Use an incense. $14, $15, $16. So we're going to go out of bounds there with another incense. We're going to run around over here. And then we're going to run right along here. And that's going to take us to a different blocking. I'm going to save again. Of course we are. This may be a little bit of a pattern. We're gonna save, we're gonna load up our file in Jet's Fortress, and then we're gonna do stuff, and then we're gonna rinse and repeat. Use 2 incense. Don't you worry, we have ways of dealing with this. All will be revealed in due time. Nuance. 59, that's quite a bit. And to find another. Flash! Don't worry about the time loss, the split. It's mostly fake time loss, so I just move the those 2 splits around. Used to recruit Gala before the training rounds, and I do the training rounds first. Do another out of bounds. Go figure, right? More going out of bounds. Who'd have thunk it, right? So amusingly enough, because we don't hit the cutscene that causes Zopu to go back into his room, he stays there. Then you get to the funeral, and he stays there. Which means that we can actually skip talking to Gala and talking to Songy, which saves a couple seconds. Because normally Zopu would be kind of over by where Vaughn is now. But it's so unusual for you to volunteer like that. But this is good. I will give you monks to command. You get to command the monks. And you, Master Teacher, may go to the other vase forest. Master Teacher is a weird name, but it's not a name. It's a title. Oh, but then what is your name? Oh, I'm Gala. But you can just call me Super Kami Gala. Can we just call you Gala for short? Super Kami Gala allows this. You know, I don't know about if it's from speedrunning this or the fact that I've actually played through it probably well over 100 times by now. Easily got to be over 100. Probably closer to 150 or 200. It is a whole lot of Legaia. I've only, played through Legaia 2 like 3 or 4 times plus speedruns it probably like 15. It's probably like 25 times. Because I've probably done 20 full runs of Legaia 2 for speedruns. Alright, so I get this other file that's here in Ermias. Oh, I totally missed that split. RIP. So we're gonna go to Ermias. I'm gonna go into the dream room there and get ready because we're gonna be in the dark. So the camera's is all out of whack, and we're not gonna move to see what's going on for a while. So if you're familiar with that, that is the dialogue that you get when you make it to the ancient water cave and you're staying the night. Now what we did was I set up a glitch called actor focus displacement that throws the camera way off course when you load up a file when you're currently in one of the dream rooms in Uramias. The end result is that certain features, certain objects are not loaded in correctly, probably for memory considerations. And that includes the barricaded door that keeps you from getting into Sebekis. Gonna wait until the HUD opens up. I'm gonna undo the glitch. And how do we do that? One might be asking, and that's pretty easy. Just have to load up a file and walk into Uramias. Or we don't even have to load up a file, we just have to walk into Uramias. Pre-destruction, that is actually important that it has to be pre-destruction. Otherwise it's a different map and it doesn't work. Don't know why, but it does, and So you were asking her. So I've somebody asked me earlier. It's not the Berserker labeled as one of your segments. Is that boss still a roadblock on speedruns? I remember my brother struggling with so much with it back in the day. Well, let's find out how this fight goes. Somehow I don't seem all that nervous. Like, but wait a minute. Oh my gosh, why is Terra the Wolf here? Well, I don't think I can beat the Berserker with a level 1 party, so I'm gonna try to run. Not working. Let me try running again. Well, now I got, like, no more chances to run. I think I'm just dead. Well, I died. That sucks. That, of course, was a joke. I actually won. And there's how we get by Berserker. I mean, clearly I didn't waste all that time going through Snowdrift Cave to pick up Terra the Wolf for no reason whatsoever. You know, I didn't just completely waste 7 minutes for the fun of it. As long as Terra's in the party, I die equals I win. So, yeah, that's how I'm gonna deal with Berserker. I'm just gonna die, and then I'm gonna move on, because whose Legaia is it anyway? The speedrun where everything's made up and the plot doesn't matter. I don't know. Welcome to Whose Legaia is it anyway? Speedrun where everything's made up. Plot doesn't matter. I know it was a little bit anticlimactic, but yeah, that's what's going to happen for pretty much every fight going forward. With like 2 exceptions. So we're going to mash text, because of course we are. So unfortunately, we still have to do the whole Zalin thing, which is kind of annoying. That as of yet, we take a safety save because we are. I'm gonna play slots for a few minutes. Wish me luck. Alright, I'll take it. I gotta get a few thousand coins. Dang it. Having a little trouble seeing it today. Despite the split saying 10,000. This is actually enough. We used to need 10,000. Okay. Thank you for the good luck. A little bit. How goes it? You know. People came over for brunch, lunch, about 12:30, so after a couple hours, I just decided it was time to retire to my room, and I wanted to do a Legaia run because I didn't get a chance yesterday because stuff. So I figured, you know, I would try to give the people one attempt of the old Legaia Densetsu today. So here we are, we're doing okay so far. So we're going to continue with the tradition of going to the other file, using incense, and then going back and doing more stuff in this file. So just need to restock because our incense is about to run off. And it's not going to make it through Underground Octum. Like it will probably... It's like just about to wear off completely. Ooh, that sounds exciting. Not the demo, is it? Because I know there's a demo that like just goes through like the Realm sequence, and like Gala comes along and it's like, hey, I hate you, but I'm gonna temporarily join you. And then like after it's like, hey, I just want to let you know that I'm gonna totally forget about all of this, and I'm gonna hate you again when we meet in the game, but I'll join you again later. At least I've never actually played the demo. So we have a little car interlude. All right. So Kara is going to tell you that somehow the people of the town knew about the mist. They took this elevator to an underground shelter to wait it out. So Hari is probably still around. Kara's like, sorry, they locked the elevator, so you can't actually get through. That stinks. Item store win to Jeremy. So Noah's gonna go ask about the Star Pearl. Sounds like, yeah, I got a Star Pearl. You want it? Here you go. Or win, go back to Octum. Alright, so we're gonna meet Gita Lilas, who's basically one of the Power Rangers. Here's the rest of the Ginyu Force. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't flippin' know. Just pick one. Just substitute it in. They're all the same, right? Oh, I am. Sorry, I'm feeling the fatigue though. Earth. Wind. Water. By our powers combined, we don't actually summon Captain Planet. I think you have to use Heart as well. But we do actually get through the stone flowers. I don't know why I said stone flower, whatever. Stone flower and get access to the ancient path that leads to Underground Octum. Okay, we are making our way through here. We have to be really concerned about so we have just barely enough steps to make it through to Underground Octum without getting into an encounter. We don't actually have enough steps to make for incense to make it there. You can see it just ran out there. We have enough carryover that we can kind of finesse our way. Sell the War Stolen Guardian Ring. We're gonna buy some medicine. We're gonna buy some Doors of Light and Doors of Wind. Okay, so we get slapped around by the guard there. Hari awakens and he wants to talk to us, so we gotta go speak with some screaming babies. Y'all want to get some baby rage ready in the chat. We'll be using some baby rage here in just a few minutes. Alright, so conveniently enough, as soon as we get to hear what we and now we get some baby rage. So if you want to post baby rage in the chat, that would be greatly appreciated. Alright. Going to back to Jet's Fortress, 'cause of course we are. I could kind of use a nap myself. Da-da-dum. Turn on the light. Yeah. And Rhea said, "Let there be light," and it was good. Da-da-da-da-dum. Da-da-dum. It's time for baby rage. So now we're gonna fight Zane. It rhymes with pain. And soon he's gonna drive you all insane. But ouch. Music in this game is still it's the Rhea seal of approval. Alright, so we're going to pick up this incense over here because it's going to be useful. And the 3 incense conveniently works out so that we have the steps to pick it up. Okay. I'm gonna stretch out a bit. Items. Incense. Load up the save file that I just saved on. This will give me the benefit of incense, but stick the incense back in my inventory. RNG lady, please. Okay, that wasn't bad. RNG lady! Rage! It's astounding how, you know, in a casual playthrough it might take 15 to 20 hours to get this far, and here I am just cheesing my way through the game and getting through the second region in an hour and 20 minutes. It'll be like a 120 something when I get to it'd be like a 120, 32 or something along those lines. 33, I don't know exactly, but And so, I mean, the surprise has already been run from Berserker, but pretty much the same thing. Oh, I guess it's 120.34. I said 120.32, but I was apparently incorrect. Took me a couple extra seconds to get that far. Now, unfortunately, because we actually have to revive it, we destroy this mystery and we can't just skip it and head to Subicus like we can with Drake Kingdom. We do have to watch a bunch of cutscenes and blah blah blah, and close my eyes for just a moment to catch my breath and make sure I'm not getting too fatigued, mostly in terms of my eye fatigue. You can see Gala's head and neck have a little bit of a separation in that cutscene. Wind, Octum. This is the part of the run where I'm like, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon to enable notifications whenever I go live. Follow me on the social media platforms that I don't actually use. Join the Discord located down in the description box below if you want to get information on when I go live, because I don't use Twitter. So you can go on Discord and get the whole stream notifications roll, and that's about the only way to get an announcement for when I go live, other than I guess the one that Twitch automatically spits out. I'm not sure if anybody uses those. I'm not I almost never get anybody actually is like, oh, I just got a notification and let me go watch Ria's stream. I'm just not convinced that it actually happens. Yeah, also I'm kind of tired. I think I've said that a few times, so that might be getting a little bit old of me to say. Oh, grab a... tissue, because I gotta blow my nose. What is that? I don't believe it. That's the floating castle. That is the one that sprays mist down from the sky, as opposed to all the other ones that don't. So we find out that, oh my gosh, Car has a raw Saru egg. Which is kind of nifty. I wish I had a raw Saru egg. But then again, Saru don't actually exist in this world, that I know. Not to say that it couldn't happen, it's just... I forgot to use the incense. That's gonna eat about 6 seconds. I was curious how long it actually would take. Well, I guess I saved like 2 seconds from not using the incense before, so it was like 4 seconds. So probably getting a worse split here, unfortunately. Because of that time loss, rip me. Not a huge deal though. Also, it's kind of funny how Soul is like finishing Soul is pretty much the halfway point of the run, and it kind of always has been. It's not necessarily, but it seems like it's always been kind of the halfway point. I know, bad posture. I probably should avoid bad posture. And probably also avoid accidentally flashing the camera, Twitch terms of service and all that. Alright, so we're going back to Urmias. Because we're going to do Dark Soul, which is an annoyance. Whoops. Dark Soul is a lot of unpleasantness, but it does save a little under 2.5 minutes, if done well. It's also incredibly difficult to do. I can use... Yeah, we're not going to be able to see what's going on for much for the next several minutes. Because we're going to be doing Dark Soul, and as the name suggests, we're going to be going through Soul in the dark. Ah! Amazing how that works. And it saves, like, as I said, a little under, like, somewhere between, if done well, it saves, if done really well, it saves 15 to 230. But it's tough to, that first part, I know, that's the joke. That's the joke, you found it. going to die to Gaza. Astral Slash!
Sauce.
And then Songy comes up. He's kind of a jerk. Have no fear, the butthole is here. My God, do you realize what you've done? You've killed a fellow human being. Your cruelty puts the Mist-Hen to shame. Bloodthirsty beasts. You murder this poor man just because he's a little eccentric. Songy, you dastard. I'll heal him and help him recover. Normally you just get people who will heal me or help me recover, but not both. But he's actually going to do both. Because he's evil. Evil. Every villain is limits. Okay, SpongeBob, shut up. This is the hardest part. Okay, we're good. Just you can mess that up. If you mess it up and then you get lost, it can be a real pain to figure out where you are. Alright, so that part is good. We're past the hardest part of the Dark Soul route. We have to undo the Dark Soul glitch now. Because the stuff we need to do in Warrior Square will not work if Dark Soul is active. Okay. As long as he shows up, he's still evil. I wouldn't want to ruin my reputation by not living up to you morons' expectation. La 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 la. Gaza, come out, Gaza. We have visitors. Haha, I'm just as crazy about those old geezers you fools are. In fact, I like him so much, I gave him a custom fit and said, he's a super geezer now, quite a formidable opponent too. Now then, if you excuse me, I'll leave you to the geezer. I must be going, I'm so busy now. I wish you good luck, but that won't do you any good. Alright, I am going to mute and I'm going to go fill up my water during this cutscene. Starting to worry I wasn't going to make it, but it looks like I made it fine. Right, I got a few chips just to... Had a pretty big lunch, but... just wanted a couple things to munch on. Also, I had a little bit of cake before. And it's a little bit on the rich side, so... And I have to do... We're not quite done with Dark Soul. We have to do one more trip to Urumayas. because we need to get back out of the basement, because the Sage's guard dog that's supposed to block you until you do the whole Sage's treasure chest stuff, it's still there, so we gotta get by it. Welcome back. I mean, I did back before New Game Plus, but the problem with any percent not New Game Plus is you die. A lot. Like, a lot. No, the only category where there's solo grinding is Hundo New Game Plus. Alright, and that is Dark Soul. We are successful. I need to go to Urumayas to undo after focus displacement. Yeah, you just need to buy some ebony jewels, and then Songurker does half damage, and then it's not too bad. So this possible time save is fake. Yeah, and who do you think that Hobbs learned it from? It's right, from one Miseria Starshade. Who has forgotten more than pretty much anybody else has ever learned. But like Meth 962, because he did all the hacking and dissection of the assembly code.
Ready, go! 2, 1. Finish. Fantastic.
It's not too bad. Just gotta take into consideration the that there is some input lag, and you have to adjust accordingly. Almost went down to basement. Not where I wanted to go. And now I'm gonna talk to Emperor Itora Ignau Dirtula Macentus the Eighth of the Emperor of Seoul. All we have to do there. Gonna head to Usha, get the Ruins Key, then we're gonna skip Navora and head directly to the Soren camp. Items, Dorwin, Carister Station. We're gonna stop in Buma, set a Dorwin point, head to Usha Research Center. We're gonna go talk to Dr. Usha, get the Ruins Key, talk to talk to Dr. Usha, advance the plot, because we have to do that because of reasons that will become apparent later. Head to Buma, set a Dorwin point, head to Dr. Usha Research Center, talk to Dr. Usha, advance the plot, because apparently we can't get out of it. Boo. Go to Mrs. Usha, get the Ruins Key, then we're gonna head back to Dorwin, back to Buma, set up another actor focus displacement, and then do crazy stuff. Pretty shockingly crazy. Oh, I think they're just talking about whenever you have just one character in the party and you grind them so that they get all the experience instead of splitting the experience 3 ways. I mean, I presume so, I don't know. It is, yeah. It's split among all living party members. Three, two, 4, 2. Sorry about that. Right, so we're going to load up file. Load up our save file again. Alright, so we're going to do coordinate swap wrong work glitch under actor focus displacement, and then we're going to climb blind up Mount Heaney to get to the Soaring Camp. So, despite everything, 32 minutes of time save. That's all real. We'll be Mount Heaney within 4 minutes. We'll be at the top of the mountain within 4 minutes, if I don't foul up. Should work. Okay, we're good. Now we're at Mount Heaney. We were able to walk past the ice barrier here. That was the hardest part, that room right there. And that's not even that bad of a room. Yeah, parts of this I can actually see. Just some weird camera angles. Ta-da! Now most of this time save, quote unquote, we will actually lose because we have to go undo actor focus displacement. And we're going to do that by door of winding back to Usha Research Center and walking to Urumayas. But yeah, that's all completely real. I mean, we just skipped to Tahini Summit. Why? Seemed like a good idea at the time. Yep, we skipped the Delilah's, we skipped Koru, we skipped reviving the Genesis tree, we skipped going and getting Kara and Grantis back together. All of that just got skipped and we went straight to the top of Mount Heaney, because I don't have time to do all that. Really, I don't. I'm already pretty tired. Yeah, I just wish people were actually interested in speedruns of this game. I mean, I know that nobody else really does speedruns of this game, but it really kind of stinks the fact that Dora Win, Usha, there just really isn't any interest in the run game. That's the annoying part for me. Because, I mean, you can't get people, you know, it's not possible to get people to watch a game that they're not interested in. I was like, did I go the wrong way? No, we're fine. Items, door win, Soaring Camp. I think I can't even get people in my Discord to show up to watch stream half the time. I mean, I guess it is Mother's Day, and I bet there's a lot of people doing stuff for that. But I just felt like I should probably try to get one stream in, because I wasn't able to stream yesterday. I went looking yesterday for a new SNES, because mine is not turning on, and I'd kind of like to have it available. But, Ow. Moving right along. So in the world record run, and I need to make sure I do that. I actually committed like a 40-second blunder right here. I bought the pure and I walked out without flipping the switch, and then I had to go back, and that was kind of not good. Items, point card again. So we use point card there just because it's faster, saves more time. So I just saved some time over the world record right there by hitting the switch where I'm supposed to. Go me. Should get a medal. Dun, 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 dun. I'm kind of hoping to not get Death Game because Death Game is slow, but I got Death Game because baby rage. Because hashtag baby, hashtag rage. Double Death Game. Forget my life. Give me in the Alps. I'm comparing against some of worst right now. So you can see world record 344. These splits are at 452. I'm not an hour ahead of PB. As nice as it would be if I were an hour ahead of PB. I just changed the splits to sunshine splits. Good old sum of worst. Whee! So there's a very real possibility that the game will hard lock here. And the run will be dead, and I will be mostly sad, but also a little bit happy because I can just rest for the rest of the day. Alright, so we have not yet reached the crash. No guarantees. I mean, now we're just losing time because Zora is just ditzing around. Which can happen on pretty much every boss for the rest of the run. Alright, so, losing time, but the run continues. Ripped my life, but it is what it is. So, Song is evil. I think we've seen him once before. Zora's dead. Not sure how that happened. And we're going to the past. Welcome to the past, everybody. My name is Ria. And I'm trolling my way through Legend of Legaia. Because at this point, I'm not really playing Legend of Legaia. I'm more just trolling Legend of Legaia. I'm like Todd Rogering Legend of Legaia right now. Todd Rogersing. You know, the human element. I'm getting sued. I am 100% getting sued. Still waiting on proof of that 5.51 after all these years. Oh, I mean, I just went to court. I literally just went to court 2 weeks ago. And I mean court as in, like, actual state court, not like court as in, like, the villain, not like 5 splits from now. Like an actual judge and everything. Yes, I did. Went to court. And now, with the help of the old state district court judge, I am now I am now legally named Rhea. After 6 weeks of having to wait for a court hearing date. No, just getting my name changed. Now the hassle is getting everything else changed over so I can actually get my license to say that I'm Rhea. Which is a lot more of a hassle than you might think it is, because they're real ID and they all gotta, like, all the databases they're all talking to each other. But you know, they're like, real ID doesn't make a national database. Bull crap, it doesn't. It just says all the databases have to communicate with one another. So it's basically like there's basically like a whole bunch of different national databases. All of which talk to everybody else, so basically everybody's got a national database. They don't tell you that part, but true. Things that should be common sense are really complicated, and things that you think should be really complicated are actually kind of easy. Like buying senators. Just start with a small loan of $1 billion. How to become a billionaire on Twitch. Step 1. Start a Twitch channel. Step 2. Turn on the stream. Step 3. Inherit $1 billion. There you go. That's how you do it. As far as I'm aware, you're totally feel free to clip that. You can quote me on that one. Yeah, I mean, being a millionaire is easy. Just start with $1 billion and then spend some of it. Didn't work. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate it. Alright, well, we're gonna save a couple minutes here. So we're gonna have some cutscenes. Then we're gonna go down to the basement and start Rogue's Tower and listen to some awesome-tastic music. Really makes me just feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So we'll gain a couple minutes here. We should be about an hour 3 ahead, I would say. Maybe a bit less than an hour 3 ahead. When we get to Rogue's Tower, because it's not because it's like a minute cutscene. Plus it'll take like 30, 40, 35, 40 seconds before we get there. Alright, here we go. Time for some awesome music. I don't know, is it the best music in the game? Probably not. I mean, it might be, I don't know. I gotta save 5 more minutes against my sum of worst in order to improve the world record. Because right now I'm minus 102.56. In order to get world record, I need to be minus 107.45. Guess technically 107.46. I actually need to beat the world record by a second. Something horseshoes and hand grenades. About close. Close but no cigarette. Ba-da-bum. Now we're gonna fight Rogue, so we're gonna try to die. Ideally, we get 3 turn fights where they attack Terra, then they attack Vaughn, and then they attack Terra again. Anytime they don't do that, we lose time. So attack Terra, that's good. All right, best possible fight there, saving time. And attack Terra one more time. That's the fight. I know. It kind of gets stale after a while. Just, you know, go to fight and we died. RIP. Yeah, Gigacorp body definitely, you know, well, the final dungeon kind of definitely gave me the best possible fight there. Turn on Fire Breath, excellent. Definitely got 9-year-old Rhea definitely got a little bit case of getting messed up in the head and didn't actually play through the final dungeon for a few years because it was so frightening to her. True story, by the way. I kind of accidentally incense glitched the Alright, let's hope for another couple more good fights, and then we will move on. Oops. Well, that's time, that's turn loss. Hopefully we won't have too many more of those. Knocking on the wood, in the most literal sense possible. More time loss. Pay respects to all the time that we could be saving but are and actually not going to be saving now. Hashtag baby, hashtag rich. Alright, well, Terra's finally got attacked. That's a good thing. Alright, so we lost 2 turns there. Probably about 25 seconds. Meh, not the end of the world. Still annoying, not the end of the world. There we go. That is Circuit 3. Got one more mini-boss, Carbon 3. Hopefully we'll get another Fire Breath on turn 1. Knock on wood. This whole game doesn't make a lot of sense. When you really think about it. I try not to think about it too much. Generally doesn't end well for me when I do. Oh, that's time loss. Now I'm stuck here and I gotta wait for the... Accidentally stepped on the portal. The pepperonis. Alright, so again, hoping for the turn 1 Fire Breath to wipe out Vaughn and Terra both. Worst possible thing to happen, Vaughn gets hit. And... because now we have to watch Terra revive as well. Whoops, oh my gosh. Game, stop eating my inputs. Alright, Terra, get attacked. That's at least we don't have to watch the revive continue to happen. Also, 1700 damage. That's a lot. Another turn lost. Okay, not having the greatest... after, you know, Carbon... the level 2 enemies were... close to ideal, and now... Carbon and Berserker 3 are both fouling it up for me. Hashtag baby, hashtag rage. There's finally the Fire Breath, just like 6 turns late. 4 turns late. This turn 5. No, not ideal. But, still okay. It's not the end of the world. Is it the end of losing time in the split? Actually, probably yes. But it's not the end of the world, and it's not the end of the run. We should still be ahead of PB. Knock on wood. We'll see. World record run, it's good. Mistakes were still made. It's not impossible to beat it. Iron Jesus was not always the kindest to me. Looking at you, Court 1, and you, Court 2. And I think Song Yu is also kind of a jerk. I sense the presence of evil, and not to be confused with the presence of good. I'm not the presence of good. I know all about evil because I'm in the presence of evil. Okay, so we might save a couple seconds on this one. We'll see. your hands together, everybody. Will we save time on this split? We will find out in less than 55 seconds. Bum, 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 ba-da-ba-bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. A rogue flame! Fire! Alright, looks like we are saving time. About 12 seconds. Okay, 13, I lied. 13, not 12. The question is, can I save 5 more minutes between now and then? Maybe. We'll find out. Eventually. I never watched the interview. Also, let's pay our respects to Hidenori Shibao. He actually passed away about 3 years ago. Little more than 3 years ago. I think it was like, yeah, it was 3 years ago. Like April of 2018, I think. Yeah. Ironically, one of the things that he really hated, which was, you know, all the shouting and, you know, screaming during the attack animations and, you know, all the Japanese anime-esque battle quotes. He really hated that, but, you know, people seem to like it. So marketing won out over the creator's vision on that front. Also, there's extra quotes in the Japanese version. Like, they'll say longer stuff after the battles. He also disliked how the word "in" was spelled out as like "in" on like the little sign placards. Like he wanted to have like a bet or something. That's why the weapon shop is a sword and the, because it didn't make sense to have stuff written in English characters. for a game that would be set in a world of fantasy, so that's why like he didn't like stuff like that. He also had nothing to do with Legaia 2, so he gets neither credit nor blame for that game. Whatever your thoughts or feelings might be about it. And I think it gets too hard of a rap. It's my personal. I was thinking like a bed or something for the inns in the game. The little sign placards that like tell you, like point you to where the inn is. In the game they say inn written on him. But he didn't like that. He would have preferred to have like a bed on the placard. Like how the weapon shop has a sword and the item shop is a honeypot. Yeah. Or maybe like a picture of a house or something for like a hotel. Also would have made sense. Much to my chagrin, I might add. Alright, so hopefully we can get the like cutscene skip. I was going to say it's the last skip of the run, but it's not, because we still have dream skips going up. Get my life, by the way. Ugh. Nice, got the dream skips. Once it goes dark, you can just hold up and left and you'll walk right into the door. That one's not hard because when you do the late cutscene there, the camera moves around. I did, I saw the video. Yup. I have seen it. So now we're going to have the jet skip, so called because we skipped doing the jet skip. Because there is in fact a incense clip that you can do, the jet skip, which skips jet. And in some categories, you actually do jet skip. But you lose access to door light for the rest of the run, and hopefully it's usually not that long of a fight in New Game Plus because reasons. So hopefully we'll get a nice quick turn 2 Shadow Break. I was gonna say Dark Typhoon. Wrong boss. Dun, dun. Excellent, we did. Bow, wow, 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 wow. Oh gosh, I just popped my sternum. Felt good. But it's like, yeah, that's the thing that can happen. Boom, boom, wow, wow. Wow, wow. Alright, so now we're gonna hope the court decides to be like Jet and use Mystic Circle on turn 2 and not dick around with Guilty Cross for 6 turns. Like he did in my PB. True story. Truly, this is one of the many. And to be fair, in Legaia 2, the final boss is also another Sephiroth ripoff. Yeah, we even have a term for Sephiroth XPs. Sephiroth ripoff. It flows right off the tongue. Hey, he decided to not dick around and use Mystic Circle on turn 2 like I asked him to. I just wish it were always that easy. Pop. Well, we made it this far. Might as well see it through to the end. Like, how are we doing compared to PB? We are a minute and change ahead. I'll take it. 16 seconds behind. Yeah, that was all Zora being a jerk. Yeah, that sounds about right. I was like, how are we doing against PB? I don't know. We'll find out. But it turns out pretty well. Sorry about that. I did have a full nose. Oh gosh. Oh well. There's still a little bit more time to save in this run as well. But we will see. What, pop my neck loud? Or died to court? Ah. It wasn't really clear what you were referring to. I get all tense up and I just gotta like do that as a way to stretch out and relieve some tension. I'm gonna go lie down when I'm done with this one. Hopefully we don't foul it up to the flip called dream skips. Also, Car and Grant has gotten together without us. Even though we have never actually seen Gratis at any point because we skipped the Carter cutscene in Seoul, and then we skipped all the stuff getting him back together after not destroying Koru. Also, shield your eyes, everybody. Too hot for Twitch. Look away. Not actually supposed to show this part, but I have to just get through it as quickly as possible. Please don't ban me, Twitch cops. I mean, I can't stop you. Y'all are the ones in charge, but like, yeah. Please no bannerinos. You know, speaking of which, and this is only very tangentially related, I still have no idea what the difference is between a copy pasta and a copy paste Reno. I have no idea whatsoever. There probably isn't a difference, but heck if I know. I don't know what I don't know. Imagine that. Imagine not knowing what you don't know. Weird. You know, I mean, yeah, but I've told that copy paste arena was also the same thing. have no idea. I'm. You can probably tell at this point, but my sanity is definitely slipping. Not that I ever really had much of it to begin with. I'm just saying. I need to actually, I do actually need to tonight. Also, hi. And I'm a triangle. I'm not a square. I am a triangle. Well, I'm trying to grow some triangles on my chest, but I can't show you that because that actually would be a Twitch terms of service violation. Yeah. What do I have to say? Yeah, when I get done with this stream, I need to submit SO2 to Questing for Glory 4. Questing 4 as in the number 4 Glory. Because I already submitted this. I'm going to submit any percent SO2 and probably category of Quest 64. I'm going to sell Morsel. Buy some cure amulets. I just need points because I need to get some points on the point card so I can use it to blast Carbon out of the water. Yes, we actually will fight Carbon, much to my annoyance. We will. Because missions do close for Questing 4 Glory tonight in about 5 hours. So I need to do that. I'm also, if this is a PB, I'm gonna change my PB video because this one actually has better commentary. The last one, well, I don't know. This one I did make a couple of less than appropriate jokes, but I think that can probably be like. I know better. I've done enough runs, I know better than to... You know, say overly lewd things during Twitch, during marathon runs. I'd like to think that I've established that I'm capable of doing that. Not being lewd. I mean, this actually got accepted to the last Questing for Glory. But I had, like, halfway through my internet just completely went to hell. Like, around the time I got to Zane. And it just was like... It's going fine now. It's working well. But, you know, every once in a while there's days where it just doesn't work. So, that was one of those days. Yeah. Also, yeah, Krillin got owned again. And then I'm gonna submit Star Ocean 2 True Ending to Complete-a-thon, but I have a while left. They just opened submissions for Complete-a-thon, so I don't have to worry about getting that submitted. Those that ain't done today. It's nice to know that with the no reset, I'm actually on PB pace going into the last 45 minutes of the run. That's thrilling news. So if I can save this 444, then I'm like, remember, I have to get to 107.46. That is how much time I need to save in order to world record. I'm at minus 105.10, so I need to gain another like 2 minutes and 36 seconds. I don't know, Juggernaut's not what I would consider cute. I wish I were cute. I mean, that's kind of a goal. That's kind of goals for me, is to get to the point of being cute. You know, it doesn't always happen though, unfortunately. Much to my baby raging disappointment. Dun dun da dun dun da dun da da dun. Alright, we're going to equip speed chain off you, speed chain on you. Items, I don't need to arrange. Door wind, Rumias. I can totally walk around if I wanted to, but I don't want to because that would cost me time. I'm gonna take a safety save here, not because, but just because I want to have it to test a couple things if this stream dies, or if this dies. No, that's me after I have a bunch of Mexican food. No, which I had a bunch of Mexican food earlier, so I suppose that is me in a few more hours. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be saying that though. If I'm gonna submit this to like actual marathon runs. Probably not the wisest course of action. I apologize. I'm doing the old way for this Noah skip because the new way was causing some issues and actually cost me like 2 runs, including runs that were on better pace than this one. Just I don't actually know how to do video editing, and I'm just gonna like submit the Twitch highlight. I don't actually know how to video edit. I'm not good at this. I mean, I could probably figure it out at some point, but I'm just not good at it. There's just I've some instability I've had with this. Weird, there's always a chance that the run dies, so dream skips. Just really sucks that dream skips at the very end of the run now. I'm gonna have to count to 51. So just, you know. Not even gonna talk for a minute while I'm counting. $10, 20, 30, 40. What Trance said, we are running back and forth to get the incense to run off at exactly the right place. so that I can skip a 3-minute 15-second cutscene. I ideally wouldn't have to do that, and I can do a route that's like 20 seconds faster, but I lost 2 runs to that, so I'm willing to eat the 20 seconds, given I'm a minute 27 ahead. Hi, Mira. Yeah, I usually stream earlier. I've been streaming on the weekends, but I didn't have a chance to stream earlier because everybody came over for Mother's Day, like 12:30, so I didn't get started until almost 3. Yeah, I am comparing against some of worst splits though, so I'm not actually saving an hour on my PB. As much as I wish I were, because then I'd be like sub 3. Yeah, because I usually see you doing Star Ocean streams like the entire time I'm sleeping, and then I wake up at like 5:30 in the morning, and here you are just finishing off Cyril and getting ready for Indolesio. Clearly you start at like 11 p.m. I will be doing Star Ocean. Like, I am going to do a couple of true ending runs, because I am going to submit SO2 true ending for Complete-a-thon. 2. She and I both run 2. Second story. I missed the early one that starts in Floating Castle, but I got the first time. Trance. Yes, roughly a minute. Phew. I think it exists somewhere in the code, but it's impossible to see it without hacks, because Rena is the only character who can learn the Raise Dead spell. Because Null's the only other character who gets healing magic, and he can't learn Raise Dead. So, even though they made a sprite for Noah, or not Noah, wrong game, Rena, being rezzed, you actually can't see it without hacks. Like, they're dead character sprites for everyone else. For the Raise Dead animation, you can see their little angelic halo and everything. I mean, in theory, you should be able to get Eternal Sphere early in Disc 2. It's just that you need to be able to, like, if you could get it even earlier. It's just you'd have to save scum out Radar. And then you'd also need to have enough levels to be able to actually have the customization, and it's just not worth it to try to do it before you have the violin for Hail the Goddess and the Lizard Flask, and so you can actually craft Mithril. I mean, that's when I do it. That's when I do it for my run, is Eternal Sphere before Cyanide. Like right at the start of Disc 2. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw a run of that because the 2 super mods for the series don't really play 2, so basically anytime somebody submits for 2, this girl here is the one who has to verify. So yeah, I did see that, and somebody also, that Japanese runner stole my PB, stole my world record in Cloud Route by over a minute, like right about a minute. Baby rage. I know, I'm kind of flipping furious, low key, but I wasn't happy. But in truth, was I happy? Not. Well, okay, just want to make sure there's actually no fire underneath my butt. There is currently no fire under my butt. My chair is very much not inflamed. Also, hi Jugs. Bye Jugs. I wish I had some bigger jugs. Again, I gotta do that below the camera. Sorry, this is not a hot tub stream, nor will it ever be a hot tub stream, although although there is a hot tub like 20 feet that way, so yeah. I guess I shouldn't say never. Never say never, but I don't really want to do that kind of thing. Although, I think Rachel had said something about it. But, yeah, not really interested. Items, Dorwin, Byron. Yeah. Cute Jugs, thanks. I grew up myself. Well, okay, I had a little help from the little blue pill. Estrogen, not that little blue pill. The little blue pill of estrogen. But didn't accidentally use an extra incense. I did. Okay, excellent. I did not accidentally use it twice. Alright, take it easy. We'll probably be done in 25 minutes. Probably be like a 3:42. So about 25 minutes left in the run. Oh, it's Luca. Pretty sure. I mean, it could be somebody else, but I think that's Luca. Well, it's just everything with the way skip. And the first 3.5 hours. 3 hours and 15 minutes. So we gotta make sure we walk along there, touch the magic pixels that put Terra into the party. Because we want Terra back in the party. And we just, I mean, the only part of the run that's not going through is skipping things to Realm because we can't skip Realm. Dorwind to Rumias. There needs to be, so I don't know how much you're familiar with speedruns for other games. But Golden Sun, the Game Boy Advance RPG, great game. Should play it if you haven't. Highly recommend. I've played 1, 2, and 3. You know, I know people don't care much for Dark Dawn, and okay, whatever. It's flawed, but it's still not. It's like Legaia 2. It's not. You know, people just like they just like to hate the sequel. Okay, I got that off my chest. Okay. Anyway, what I was saying was Golden Sun. Golden Sun 1 actually has a category where they actually start outside the first town. So they skip the whole intro cutscene and Soul Sanctum and everything to just skip 30 odd minutes of not actually doing anything. The reason why I bring that up is I was thinking like there should be a category like that for the guide. Where we just start out right after getting the point card and everything in Room. So we don't have to do that part of it. It's flipping boring. I mean, it's not gonna happen. I don't anticipate it ever happening. But there is precedent for it, is what I'm saying. Yeah, remember when we said like 107.46 was the target? Here we are, 109.24. Yeah, the platinum card is really flipping out of the way. How the flip are you supposed to find that flipping thing? So for this fight, we're basically just wanting to see not Chaos Flare, basically. Also, 5,600 damage. No, it has 150 health. Wee little bit of overkill, much, right? Also, we didn't get any We didn't get any Chaos Flare. So, we saved time. Excellent. I like saving time. Saving time is good. Also, let's get our Baby Rage. I don't know if y'all are still here. We could get some Baby Rage in the chat. Please feel free to spam the ever-loving daylights out of Baby Rage, because there's only like 5 people here in chat, so it's not like it's really going to spam that much. And if Flurry is here, please don't ban anybody for spamming Baby Rage. I really am totally okay with some Baby Rage being posted in the chat. That's me. That's Songy right now. And he suffers the fate of all video game villains from this stage. That's right. Exploded into polygons. What a way to go. What a way to go. We blow the ever-loving blowed up. So, this is extremely likely to be a new record. We are 2 minutes up going into the final dungeon, and I did lose a minute on my previous run on Jugger Quartz, so this is very, very likely to be PP. This will probably be a 342. So, did it! Did one run this weekend. Surprise, it's the world record. I guess that means the world record must not be very good if I just pull it out of my posterior regions. Maybe rage. So I think at this point, it's probably about time for me to start looking at the Dark Sedicus route. Like I've heard rumors that it exists and save 4 to 5 minutes, but do I know anything about how I've never actually even seen a video of how Dark Sedicus looks or works or whatever. I've just heard kind of hush-hush rumors that are like, this is a thing that exists, and it can save like 5 minutes, but it's like super flipping complicated. suppose my goal, you know, if I can get that figured out, it would be really nice to get, actually, I'm not sure what the world record is for Paper Mario glitchless is. I know Earthbound glitchless is a 338, low 338. I think Paper Mario is right around there as well. Paper Mario glitchless 340. Okay. Paper Mario. Any percent glitchless world records at 340, Earthbound to 338. So I would like to I would like to get this run faster than both of those two games that I run. Now, I know it's not quite the same because it's a very glitched category versus two glitchless runs. We're just comparing like 3 runs that I do, and the fact that this is actually shorter than 2 runs that are quite popular. Like, even this, like, oh, this run is basically the same length as a game like Earthbound or Paper Mario that, you know, 100 people run. Like, both those games. Actually, I'm gonna see how many people. Alright, so it is 146 people have done Paper Mario glitchless. Yeah, it's kind of amusing. And for yeah, no manip, 100 and little over 100 people for Earthbound glitchless, no RNG manip. I'm actually still top 10 for no RNG manip. No, I haven't touched the game in over a year. Year and a half. Earthbound, any percent glitchless, no RNG manip. Yeah, I would say that the skill floor of this game is extremely high. And that's probably the biggest detractor for doing runs of this category, is just how ludicrously high the skill floor is. And yes, I do mean when I say skill floor. So, if you're familiar with the concept of a skill ceiling in a game or in something, it basically says that, you know, you can get really, really, really good at the game. Like you can talk about like certain fighting games or battle MOBAs or similar have a really high skill ceiling. What they're saying is basically there's so much that you can gain through experience. You can get so much better than people that are just kind of play the game, you know, casually, and you can continue to learn new things about the game and improve yourself to an extremely high game. You know, especially, I mean, I guess archetypal games that have an extremely high skill ceiling, games like Go or chess classics. The whole a day to learn, an hour to learn, and a lifetime to master. But I'm actually saying that this game has this category has an extremely high skill floor. I'm not saying that, oh, you know, it takes a long time to master. I'm saying even to do a run, you probably have to put in 80 to 75 hours of work. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's a lot of work that you have to do. And yeah, and there's stuff that not too hard, but like learning all the incense routes and memorizing them and knowing what you're doing and like knowing if there's any backups and like knowing, you know, all the potential hard locks and soft locks and stuff like that. You probably are gonna have to put in a lot of time into practicing and doing attempts before you can consistently complete a run and not just like throw the controller. Yeah, slots. Yeah, it's not nearly as bad as it was, but you're still gonna have to practice slots for probably a few hours. That's what I'm saying. This game has a really high skill. This category has a very high skill floor, and even the categories that are less glitched, there's still quite a bit of a skill floor. Just knowing like all the intricacies of how battles work and all that stuff. Like even I wasn't I was passable at slots for a while, but like it took me a long time to get where I am in terms of being able to semi-consistently hit bonus games, and even then, I still don't get them all the time. It just doesn't happen. But that's what I'm trying to say. Because there's really nothing. We're just running through the final dungeon. We're gonna die like we did with other bosses, and then that'll be the end of the run. Amazing, isn't it? And then I'm gonna submit Quest 64 and Station 2 to Questing 4 Glory. I'm going to probably go lie down and maybe go to sleep early tonight. I know it's only 6:30. Feels like it's later than that. At least to me, because I'm kind of tired. So this will be the new world record, unless Juggercourt is just a total butt, which could still happen. So I have to lose 3 minutes compared with an ideal Juggercourt, because I lost 55 seconds in the world record run compared with like the previous PB, which was like a perfect like 3-turn Juggercourt. I know. I'm a little tired, I'm a little lazy, so that's why my posture's not where it's supposed to be. Alright, probably shouldn't be having bad posture. If I had channel points, if I were an affiliate, I could have a, you know, Rhea, check your posture. Rhea, stay hydrated. Seriously, Rhea should stay hydrated. Reminder, stay hydrated, my friends. I don't always speedrun Legend of Legaia, but when I do, I baby rage. Stay hydrated, my friends. I don't either. I mean, I could sign up for affiliate, but I don't want to. The thing is, Twitch treated me really badly. Like, I lost so many of my viewers and like all of my subscriptions when I came out as trans, so I don't want necessarily Twitch making money off of me. I like it because I get to stream, use their platform for free, and eat up their server time and space. So it's kind of like a little rebellion against the status quo. I know, it's just petty, I suppose, but I just don't think anybody would subscribe to me. Like, from my previous experience, people unsubbed when it came out, so the content really hasn't changed, so I'm not expecting people to sub, is what I'm basically saying. And then I'd have to, like, change it all in 2 months when my name gets changed with Social Security and everything. Hopefully get that done before my July trip. So, because you're driving through some small towns, and to make sure my name and gender marker are correct, because I don't want like somebody in a small town to get this idea and like be packing heat. Okay, so second best pattern. This will be a 341. It will not be a 342. We'll have a 341. It'll be a low 341 at that. So we'll be saving 3 whole minutes off the world record. Well, yeah, we will actually be saving 3 whole minutes. We'll be getting a 341. Look at that against personal best. We saved time, we saved time, we saved time. We lost a few seconds, then we saved time, save time, save time. I like saving time. Saving time is good, and 341.26.0. So 3 minutes 3 seconds. That is a new world record. Pretty darn good. I like that. Gets the Rhea seal of approval. Ching. And because it is a world record, I will go ahead and we can play out the ending. And by that I mean we're gonna mash furiously through all these text boxes. Then I'm gonna choose to go with May, and then we'll let the credits play. So yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty hard to beat. This is a run I'm actually happy with, and am convinced that Trance will need some time to work and grind out. Like 344, I think you might get it not too difficult. 341, it's gonna have to work out just a wee little bit harder. Put this world record right back where it belongs. Put the crown on this girl's head. The crown? Maybe I just have a little cute tiara. I gotta throw a little bit. Look, these scrawny little arms have been ruined by, you know, not ruined, but these arms here, they have been significantly weakened by estrogen. I cannot throw nearly as much as I used to be able to throw, but I can still throw plenty of shade. That's what I just did. Thank you, Vaughn. Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Gala. Together, we humans and Sari were stronger even than ancient Teague himself. We are now heading beyond the twilight. But do not forget this. Humans and Sari are both born of Teague and are one, lived through the same era. It is time for humans to create their own future. And yeah, this cutscene is actually lags a fair bit. Also, Noah and Gala. Vaughn, who cares? This is the last of our Seru power. I mean, they still have their other powers. They're just using all of their Seru powers. You know, do they still have human powers, god powers? Maybe, we don't know. We got through the run. Didn't seem to have any internet hiccups. Doesn't seem to be dropped frames. I know. I just want to slouch. I want to be lazy and slouch, but I know I need to have good posture. You know, make sure that my figure stays nice and svelte. Although, I had a few too many chips and salsa with lunch, so the week's gonna go a little bit this way today, tomorrow. Hopefully then it'll pass through. Hopefully. Also, hi May! We did it! Wait, okay, we can look. Oh, look, it's Noah. and then it turns into VOD. Why? No idea. I think it's some anime thing. I think it's some anime meme thing. I don't know where it came from. I think it's just supposed to be like cute. But really now? No. I literally live under a rock. Well, I live in the side of a hill. House built into a side of a hill. In my parents' basement. Okay, not actually the basement. The basement is that room over there. Leads down to the little basketball court basement. Yeah, missed. So basically, we missed the early cycle for what the flip's it called? Early past Concrum. Plots could have gone a bit faster. They pretty much always can go a bit faster. Zora was a butt. The Carbon and Berserker 2s were as weird as they could have been, but Carbon and Berserker 3 both were kicking my butt. But Court 1 was as good as possible. Court 2 was almost as good as possible. Songgurker was as good as possible. Berserker and Carbon 3 were butts. Berserker and Carbon 2 were as good as possible. Rogue is always the same. Jet was as good as possible. No, it wasn't. Jet was like a turn 3 or 4. No, was it? No, it was as good as possible. It was. But it was as good as possible. So yeah, Zora was a butt. So I definitely lost some time there. Actually saved time on. Actually saved 3 seconds on Dark Soul. I figured I'd lose like 10 there. Yeah, I had a menu mishap, lost 6 seconds there. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Actually saved time on slots, but they could have still gone faster. They always go faster. But yeah, that's gonna be that's run. Zane was attack Terra, then bull charge on the second turn. Technically, it's the third fastest fight. Second fastest is just 3 normal attacks, and the fastest a turn 1 full charge, so that's not bad. Gohati is what it always is. Somehow I saved 3 seconds on Dark Soul. Don't know how, but I did, so yay. Yeah, Zora was like 6th turn, 5th or 6th turn, something like that. It was 6th. Then we saved time there, and we carried it through to the end. Yeah, good run. I don't really have any complaints about it. Except that I kind of don't want to run it until we figure out how Dark Sebicus works, because this run is going to be kind of butts to run against. Just saying, like, I don't want to run against this. I really don't. So, I'm going to be done with stream right after the credits fill up. I've been streaming for almost 4 hours. I would say I've been streaming for over 4 hours. I finished a run, but it runs down to 3:41 now, so I can actually do a run in 4 hours. Imagine that, right? Kind of weird. So I don't know if anybody's got any questions for me, anything that they want to talk about. Because I don't really have a lot to say. I've kind of been trying to talk on and off for 4 hours, so almost through the credits. I'm gonna, as I said, I'm gonna submit new run. Rest my voice, yeah, that's definitely a thing I could do. I mean, I'm not really that fatigued in the voice right now, to be perfectly honest. I should be doing more to make sure that I am properly feminizing my voice. I kind of do it a little bit instinctively, but I definitely could and should be doing more to make sure that I sound sufficiently feminine, that my voice doesn't immediately out me to everyone who may or may not be a total jerkwad. I maybe should get some lessons in that regard, but that is another time. Now I'm just going to, I suppose, practice for a few minutes. Nothing else, I need to train the vocal cords a bit, because I, vibrating them in a different way, so they will need some time to get used to it. But yeah, we are going to The credits should be just about done. Just maybe another minute or two. I don't know exactly how long it is. I honestly don't know. I've never timed the credits. I know there's the whole, JRTA, timing all the way through the end and the credit screen, but I've always thought that was dumb. I think the reason they started that is because something with Final Fantasy 3, like the original 3 for the NES, not 3 and 6, but apparently there's some weird thing where if you load up a file and you set it up right, kind of like New Game Plus with this, but instead of with save files, you're just like dying to set up some init, and then you do it in a different way, and then you start a new run. So why it's console on, and then where you pop out of it, where in the credits you credits warp to. So that's why they time on the credits. I guess that was the original intent of JRTA timing, and then they just kept it for every other speedrun of every other video game ever, because fill in your own reason there. I don't know. Maybe some aspect of Japanese speedrunning culture community is such that they wanted to have one rule set fits all, kind of like they did in the SDA game, in the SDA days back pre-2014, or I think by about 2014, 2015 when I started speedrunning, SDA was kind of on the way out. I mean, it still exists, but it's not used a whole lot anymore for various reasons. But I suppose that's the idea. I want to see the in-game time. That's also the reason why I'm just waiting until I finish the end. In-game timer is 3 hours, 22 minutes, 47 seconds. Not bad at all. 2.69% of all the treasures we've obtained. And Vaughn died 22 times. Oh, Vaughn. Yeah. Guess he did die a lot, because, Terra kept rezzing him, and then he died again, and again, and again, and again. And that is going to be it for me. Let me stop the local recording. So if there's watching YouTube, thanks for watching. Click the like and subscribe buttons, blah, blah, blah. All the good YouTube stuff. So long.